Hey, Jumpstarters. Hi. I wanted to get with you to give you a little sneak peek at the agenda for our Jumpstart 2020 session, which will be held January 9 through 11 in the Phoenix area. We have quite a different format this year. For those of you who've been with us before, this is our third year, and it's much more of a conference format where we will have part of our time in the main stage with keynotes and panels and masterminds and a lot of networking activities, and then the other half of our time will be spent with concurrent sessions, and you have a lot to choose from. So I wanted to give you an idea so that as you're considering coming to Jumpstart, or if you already have registered and you're just excited to know more about what you're going to learn, just wanted to share with you just a sneak peek at what we have planned for you. So we have a couple of keynoters that will be with us. The wonderful Chuck Blakeman, which I believe some of my colleagues will know him. I should have grabbed the book, Making Money is Killing Your Business, and a couple other books that he's written. Chuck's well known as a speaker and a business coach, and he's going to be helping us learn how we can get off the treadmill by making more money in less time and get back the passion that brought us into business in the first place, and simultaneously help us build a business that we can enjoy for decades, which sounds really exciting to me. And he's also going to do a workshop with us. So there'll be two different sessions. In that afternoon, he'll be doing freedom mapping workshop, which is our way off the treadmill. It's basically process mapping, and it can change your business and your life, which gets you into a much higher personal yield per hour and a much more profitable business. And so it's a dive deep session for sure, and one that I think we could all benefit from. We also have another amazing keynoter, Des Thornton, who's really well known outside of dental and a lot of different industries as a speaking presentation coach and content development expert. And so he's going to be talking in those areas. We're going to learn about public speaking versus public thinking. And with public thinking, it's actually the most important and impactful aspect of public speaking. It's a point where public speaking becomes less about the stagecraft and more about mastering the ability to think on your feet, which is going to be is so important for all of us as speakers. And then on the content development side, we're also going to take a sharp eye and an even sharper knife to our own content using a visual thought model. We'll be able to explain the deeper meaning behind our messages and uncover unique patterns that represent our own authentic voice and those that separate us from our competitors. So that promises to be a really meaty, important keynote, and that will happen on day 3, on Saturday the 11th, and Chuck will be speaking to us on the first day. All right, so we also have some different masterminds and panels that will take place throughout all aspects of the meeting, but on the main stage, on our second day, on the 10th of January, which would be Friday, we will have 2 different unique panels. The first one is a panel of 3 industry VIPs that will share the top 10 keys to successful corporate relationships, to building those corporate relationships, and also why and how to get the attention of DSOs and distinguish yourself as a speaker and a KOL in the DSO market. And we're also going to look at the future of CE, the really high profile visitor that we have that we will be announcing soon, who will be part of this panel, will be sharing his thoughts and also taking your questions. All 3 of them will be taking your questions and giving little TED type presentations. That same afternoon, we'll have another panel, and this will be 4 of our colleagues who not only speak, but also consult and have other profit centers in their businesses. So they've been doing this for a while, and they're going to be sharing with us ideas on how you can fill your pipeline, how you can use speaking to spin off additional business. So in other words, they're going to share their top tips for using your speaking engagement opportunities to spin off additional business without it feeling like an advertisement from the platform. So I'm really looking forward to that. And again, they'll each share their top tips and be available for your Q&A. That will be in our main stage. Now we've got other things happening in the main ballroom that are going to be really exciting, but those are the biggest sessions. Now, then when we break, We will then follow up with a concurrent session. So you'll go to a breakout session. We'll do that 4 times. And each time we break out, there'll be 3 opportunities. So you'll choose which one of the courses you want to go to. And we are choosing content that is a fit for speakers all across the spectrum, whether you're beginning or you've been doing this for 30 years, or most of us are somewhere here in the middle, and over a wide variety of topics. So for instance, we're going to have in the area of presentation skills, we'll learn how to increase your energy, enthusiasm, and the engagement in your presentations. We'll have a course that helps you master the skill of thinking on your feet to increase both your confidence and your income. And then in like the marketing and sales presentation side of this, we'll explore the essential marketing elements, or explore the marketing essentials, I should say, for the dental speaker. And also we'll learn a sales technique that makes it easy for your potential clients and planners to say yes for you as a speaker. We'll also learn how to use speaking as a strategy for attracting more prospects and getting more clients. And there's yet a 4th session on how to break through the marketing white noise to create conversion and grow your business. And that has a special emphasis in social media. So there's a lot there in the marketing side. We have a lot of the presentation skills and content development side as well, both on the main stage and in our concurrent sessions. We also have a track for facilitating transformation, and we're coming at it from 2 different ways, both intellectual change and emotional change. So on the intellectual side, we're going to be learning how to help our audiences and clients change using adult education techniques. On the emotional side, we're going to learn how to help our audiences and clients and ourselves change using emotional intelligence techniques. Those promise to be really meaty sessions, and both super powerful for us as presenters and entrepreneurs. We also have a productivity and stress management course, which is about discovering practical resources and skills-based techniques for disconnecting, establishing a peaceful balance, and maximizing productivity through technology. We have a sponsor track where we'll learn about understanding how sponsorship decisions are made from the inside out of the corporation, from the corporation side, and then also about how to create relationships that last beyond the platform as we work with our sponsors. We do have an emphasis on sponsorship. You've probably noticed already. This is a big part of our industry right now, and in my conversations with speakers on the day-to-day basis, I find that a lot of speakers out there are a little fuzzy on how to establish those relationships and how to navigate them. And really importantly, we want to make sure that our sponsors are getting out of it what they're looking for. So that's what we're shooting for here. We're also going to have a writers panel and workshop, and in that session we'll have a couple of experts. We'll be establishing strategies for being seen as an expert through writing and publishing a book, and also getting published in the industry by writing articles. So we have a book publisher, an editor of industry publications, and a columnist who's been a columnist for many years that will be sharing their insight and tips on how you can gain greater exposure through writing. We also have a legal and accounting emphasis on learning the legal aspects and the accounting considerations that you need to know when you set up and in operating your speaking and consulting business. This is an area where I have not seen much education, and we're really super excited for the experts that are coming in to share this topic, super important with us, and more. That's not even all of the concurrent sessions, but I wanted to give you an idea of like how it's all across the board in the presentation skills, content development, and then certainly the business of speaking is a very broad and a deep topic. We're also going to be offering scouting opportunities for 30 of your colleagues that registered early and were chosen to give brief presentations during the conference for the dozen scouts that will be present from both national and state meetings. Again, this year we'll have our Dentistry's Next Top Speaker competition, and 8 speakers there will compete. There will be a winner of the judge's choice and the viewers vote. We'll have a Facebook vote, again, as we did last year. We have 2 great prizes. The judge's choice winner will be awarded a speaking contract. For the mid-winners, Windy City lecture series, and Care Credit is generously sponsoring this, offering an honorarium to help with the expenses there. And we really appreciate that support from both Chicago Dental Society for offering this opportunity, and for Care Credit for stepping in and helping make it super special. And our viewers vote will also win a wonderful opportunity to attend Mark LeBlanc's Achiever Circle workshop, which I believe is a must-do for every speaking and consulting professional. If you haven't been to Achiever Circle, you need to, and that's a really wonderful prize as well. Thank you for that, Mark. Now, we're also offering a closed door session, which you won't likely be, let me say that again, which you likely won't be able to attend, but I want you to know about it. This is a closed door session for our sponsoring partners that are there, and our meeting planners, and a select handful of speakers that have been KOLs for years. And this is really to give them a space in which to mastermind some of the challenges that we see in the industry now around our existing models of sponsorship in the dental meeting space. And so what we're really wanting to do is open up a dialogue. We're going to be, that will be facilitated. We'll be bringing questions to it that are ones that I receive in my conversations with sponsors throughout the year, as well as I'm reaching out to our sponsoring partners to find out some of their questions, and we're going to really try to see what we can do to help improve this area in the industry. There will be presentations from your sponsoring partner colleagues there as well throughout the meeting, and much more. That's really the presentation side of it. Now, on the networking side, we build in networking opportunities throughout the meeting. Sponsors and planners will sit with us in the ballroom, and so we'll have probably about 200 people and the round tables, and so we do have our exhibiting space around the room, but there will be no chairs at those exhibitor tables. We ask our sponsors to sit with us, our meeting planners to sit with us, and that way we really get a chance to know each other. And throughout each of the sessions in the main stage ballroom, we will be building a networking activity into each of those sessions. And so it will feel like education, but it will be dual purpose. It will also give you a chance to meet someone new and really expand your network, which is a win-win-win-win-win all the way around for all of us that are there. So I encourage you to sit with people you don't know. I know that the tendency for all of us is we see our friends that we haven't seen in a while. We want to sit with them, and that's awesome. But be sure that you're also reaching out and meeting some of the new people. We have a lot of experience, a lot of potential solutions to your challenges in the room. So be sure you reach out of your comfort zone and sit next to somebody new. You'll have lots of opportunities to do that if you're staying at the hotel, which is Sheraton Wrigleyville. Is super cute. There's the Chicago Cubs training facility is right behind it, so the little Wrigley Stadium is right behind us. No, so when I say that, sometimes people say, are you in Chicago? No, this is going to be in the Phoenix area, but this is where the Cubs come for spring training. And so this is the hotel that's associated with their training facility. And so at Wrigleyville, we have the stadium right out back, so we have a baseball theme going. It's really going to be fun. I hope you'll stay there because the hotel itself is only a couple years old. The sleeping rooms are only $139 a night, which is a steal, and that includes your breakfast. They're going to open up one of their restaurants and have a buffet for all of our attendees that are sleeping there. So be sure you grab your sleeping reservations early because it will sell out. There's not quite 200 rooms at this hotel, and we likely will have about that many people. So be sure that you get your reservation earlier. You'll have to be staying somewhere else. We will include breakfast with the sleeping reservation. We will, I get so excited I can't talk. We will feed you lunch. And then at night, you'll be doing dinner on your own. Now, there are a couple of restaurants at the hotel, and we will do, as we did last year, we'll put out a couple of sign-up sheet so that if you want to ahead of time choose a group to go out with at dinner. That worked really super well last year. And we'll find a restaurant that has a big space that could take 10, 20, 30 people, and then you could go together, and again it gives you one more chance to network and get to know people, really all day every day for 3.5 days, or maybe longer for some of you are staying longer. We'll have the chance to network. So it's a unique and a wonderful opportunity. So this is our third Jumpstart meeting. Our first was a little workshop where we just put our toe in the water, and then last year's was more of a conference. Now this year we've grown to our goal is 200 people. We're close to that. We only have right now, it's close to the end of October. We only have a couple dozen spots remaining. So if you haven't registered yet, I encourage you to secure your spot soon. Now, at the time of this recording, our early bird special is still going. That will only be through October 31st. So if you're watching this ahead of that time, you can still use the discount code EARLYBIRD, all one word, at JUMPSTART2020.com, or you could go to dentalspeakerinstitute.com to register, and that will save you $300, which brings your registration down to only $1,800 for the 3-day conference. I want to be sure I mentioned too, there are multiple pre-conference sessions. Now this is on Wednesday the 8th in the afternoon. So several of our Dental Speaker Institute faculty members are using some of the space that was available and we weren't using. They're coordinating their own sessions. We do have it on our Dental Speaker Institute website. On the homepage, if you go about 3/4 of the way down, you'll see pre-conference sessions, and if you pop open the accordion, you'll be able to see the details of each. My understanding is there's still spots available in all or most of those pre-conference sessions. A couple of them have a small fee, a couple of them are no fee. But if you get in early, be sure you take advantage of this additional educational opportunity right here at the hotel. So I want to be sure you know about those. Guys, I am so excited. We've been working on this all year. We really have a great meeting plan for you. In typical Vanessa fashion, we've got 10 pounds shoved into a 5-pound bag. But know that you do what feels good for you. I just want to bring you the education that you guys are asking me for, and what I've seen over almost 20 years in the industry, and with working with speakers, planners, and sponsors most every day. I have a feel for where you're at and what you're asking for. So we're trying to get education that will hit you no matter that, will hit where your interest is, no matter where you're at along the scale of your business life as a dental speaker. So with those concurrent sessions, if you find that there's one scheduled at the same time as another one that you want to attend, don't worry. We're going to record all of them, and then we will offer you at a nominal fee an opportunity to listen to the recording. Now this will only be offered to people who are attendees. So you need to be sure, if you want to listen in, you need to be sure that you register ahead of time. And if you have questions about that, if you're not able to attend but you want to have access to that recording, we're coming up with a solution for that as well. If you have interest in that, shoot me an email, info@thedentalspeaker.com, and I'd be happy to help you with that. My heart is full of gratitude for the support and excitement from you, our colleagues, from the meeting planners that wanted to come back, from the sponsors that rushed back, and those that have jumped on the bandwagon to come and see what Jumpstart's all about and are super excited about being there. And those industry VIPs who come, all of these people are coming to meet you. They're coming to network with you. They're coming to scout talent. This is an amazing opportunity for each of us to come together to not only learn, but really to grow our businesses and to grow our networks. It really makes my heart just like swell with excitement and so much gratitude for so many of you seeing the vision, catching a hold of the vision, and realize what we're doing is for you. Thank you for sharing with me your thoughts. Thank you for pushing it forward. We are almost full, and I have yet to really market this thing. The agenda is not even online, and it's the end of October. And I owe you guys a debt of gratitude. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for believing. Thank you for signing up to come back. My goal this year with our motto is to hit it out of the park in 2020. That's my goal for you with your business, but know that that's my goal for Jumpstart is I want to hit it out of the park for you. I want you to be able to have what you need so that you can go back and jump right in early in January and make the changes you need to change to really, make it a slam dunk. Now that's a mixed metaphor with basketball. I recognize it, but that's all I could think of. So anyway, I wanted to thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. I know this was long, but I know that some of you have been really wondering, like, what are we going to do? What are we going to learn? And I wanted to get this out there so that if you're considering coming to Jumpstart, you'll know what you're in for and can decide if it's for you. And bottom line, if you want to grow your business, it's for you. It's the right place to be. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, info@thedentalspeaker.com. I'm Vanessa Emerson. I didn't even say that up front. I'm founder of Dental Speaker Institute. Dental Speaker Institute, which I have back in the background here. Dental Speaker Institute really is it's a professional designation. It's a curriculum that can be earned, and Dental Speaker Institute sponsors our Jumpstart annual conference. If you have questions on any of this, just let me know. I cannot wait to see you in January 9 through 11 in the Phoenix area. Join us and hit your 2020 right out of the park. See you there.